And the first chipper we're going to unbox is the B200. This is a 35 horse twin cylinder wood chipper that will chip up to 8-inch diameter logs. So it's going to be really exciting to pull this out and see how it works. You can start to take the crate apart and begin assembling whatever implement or attachment that you've ordered. This is almost always how things are packed inside the crate, wrapped in plastic. And I just take a pair of pliers and straighten these tabs out, and then you can peel the crate apart just like that. I'll just be honest with you, every one of these machines comes with a 16mm T-handle. Look at that. Man, that's a good looking engine. Now this B200 comes with a manual that's pretty easy to follow. There's actually not that much to assemble on this, so this shouldn't take too long. But we're gonna start out just as it shows and put the axle on underneath the drum and just kind of go from there. Just kind of keep an eye out as you're taking your crate apart and make sure that you watch for any bolts that might have come loose during transit. Okay, now on this tongue, I actually I temporarily put this in place because it's for the front axle and I wanted to make sure I knew which direction it goes. Okay, well, we are at the spot where we can set it down on its own wheels now. Get the jacks out of the way. And I'll just be honest with you, that was a little tougher than I expected because it's so heavy. There's nothing complicated about it, but it's heavy. Perfect. Okay, this should be simple enough. So let's go ahead and knock this out. Just drop the pins in. And these need adjusted so that this goes good and tight. And hear that? That's what we're looking for. So, tighten these down. Boy, she's starting to look like a wood chipper now. Now this right here is something that actually I am really glad to see. And they've upgraded to a much nicer switch. It seems like it's probably more watertight, but it's definitely a sturdier material. So that's a nice little upgrade there. And guys, I'll go ahead and tell you, this one kind of caught me off guard just a little bit because I didn't expect to have to pull bolts out of the valve cover to install the gas tank. But that's how this is designed. So we're taking these two bolts out right here. This one goes right there. This one goes back right there. I actually have a support bracket that's already installed on the engine. It goes right there. Okay, now. Now we're ready for the fuel tank. That's that. Next. This is for our air box cover. All right, I think this is about the end of it. Okay, got those all hooked up. I see another reason why we did not want the petcock on this side, and that's because this is where you put the oil in. And based on what the manual says, this engine holds a little over 2.5 quarts, 2.6 quarts of 10W30 oil. That's what's recommended for most temperatures. And it does not come with any oil in it, so you have to put oil in it before you start. And your dipstick is over here by the starter. You want to check it right there. We need another 1/2 quart. Now, you don't want to overfill it. You just want to put it right to that top line there. I've gone over the machine. I made sure it has oil. I made sure it has fuel. I've got everything hooked up.